All right, good morning, you guys. All right, I this is like the third time I've had to record this video because the other ones were too long. So I'm just going to go over the answers and hopefully it'll go by a little bit quicker. So I told you guys in your directions for today, make sure you guys are writing your correct email address on the Google Forms because I would like to give you individual feedback on the work that you're doing, but I can't if your email address is wrong. So it needs to be your first name, your last name, at student, spelled correctly, uaricharter.org. Double check it before you hit submit because otherwise I can't give you feedback. This is not focusing. All right, it is what it is today. All right, so we're talking about adding and subtracting decimals. You guys did some work yesterday. So we're going to go over the answers from yesterday's. So the first one was 15 and 5/10 plus 2 and 79 hundredths. Mac, that's your reflection. Go. Go out of here. All right, sorry about that. All right, so when you added it together, you got 18 and 29 hundredths meters. Remember, I'm going by quickly with these because I've recorded this like 20 times. I feel like not really, but so your next one, you have you did they want to know the difference between the walking and running. How much further did he walk than running? So you needed to take 10 and 4/10 and subtract 4 and 6/10. So I showed you guys before, like, okay, so 4 minus 6, you can't do it. So you needed to borrow from this, but there was a 0 there. So I showed you guys before the little trick of boxing in the 10 and looking at it as a 10, and you're going to take away from 10. So you would have 9, and then this would be 14. So 14 minus 6 is 8. 9 minus 4 is 5. So he walked 5 and 8/10 more kilometers than he ran. All right, number 3 and 4. You guys, you didn't read carefully. It said to estimate how much he spent on the sweater and the pants. So estimating means you need to round it. So here's the sweater, $16.75 is close to $17. And here's the pants, $28.92 is close to $29. So if you added them together, you would get $46. So that should have been your answer to number 3. A lot of you guys actually added it together. And when you guys added it together, you didn't get the correct answer either. So you got $16.75 plus $28.92 is $45.67. That's what he actually spent. And then number 4 is asking you, well, how much change did he receive? Some of you guys said $3. Well, yeah, that would $4 actually would be the rounded part. But when you go to the store and you buy 2 items, they don't round your change because what are they doing with that? Are they taking it? Are they putting it in their pocket? So when you go to the store, they actually add up the actual amounts of the money or of the items, and then they subtract it from how much you give them. So $50 minus $45.67 is $4.33. So that was the answers from yesterday. So please make sure you guys are reading carefully and you're writing down your stuff. You can even use your calculator on your phone or a calculator on your iPad or the calculator on your computer or a calculator that you might have in the house. Ask mom and dad, do you have a calculator somewhere in this house that I can use to check my work? So today we're going to review multiplying decimals. So put today's date on the top of your page, turn to next blank page, put review, multiply decimals. Here's your example. $3 3 and 62 hundredths times 1 and 4 hundredths. If you are watching this right now and you want to try that on your own to see if you remember how to do that, pause the video. Try it on your own and compare it to my answer. But here's my answer. So I told you guys in your notes, if you look back at multiplying decimals, in your notes, it says to stack the numbers. Do not line up the decimals. You just stack the numbers like there are no decimals. Then you can put in your decimal. So I put in my decimal after I stacked them. So I did my multiplication. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. Then I moved over a place value, so I needed a placeholder. The 0 was easy because I just did 0 times each of these and got 0, 0, 0. Then I moved over 2 places, so I needed 2 placeholders. Then I multiplied by 1. So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 3 is 3. Then I added. At the end, I gotta check on that dog. Hold on a minute. All right. The dog is like falling apart being stuck in the house so much. Anyways, all right, so I multiplied it and added it and got this number below. Then you need to go back in and add in your decimals. So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to move my decimal over 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put in my decimal. So 3 and 62 hundredths times 1 and 4 hundredths equals 3 and 7,648 10,000ths, which we only go to the thousands usually. So this one ended up being a little bit too big, but that's okay. Still the same steps. All right, so you guys can stop this video, you can pause it, you can rewind it to listen to any of these instructions or me going over this again. And then once you guys are done with it, go on to the Google form below that will have your practice problems for multiplying decimals today. All right, make sure you check your email address that it's correct so I can send you some individual feedback. All right, talk to you guys later.